What's highest priority when I'm starting a media company? And just to make this fun, I'm only going to allow you to pick one of these three options. Should I focus more on the content? If there's a higher volume of content, good quality content, that's going to bring an audience, that's going to bring revenue. I can then invest in the team and the technology. That's one. Two, do I invest in the team itself or the technology? If I have a good team, they can produce the content. The cycle starts from there. If I have a good platform, website, apps, branding, aesthetic, then the cycle starts there. Or three, should I just invest in branding, awareness, marketing? Of course, that's going to be married with some content, of course, but the focus is on just building an audience. And once you have that audience, you have leverage. And from that point, the revenue starts trickling in. Then I can invest in a team. Then I can start increasing the amount of content. Where should I put the highest amount of attention and resources to? Assuming I have limited amount of resources, which is the most likely scenario for any startup.
Easy. Not the last two.
Okay.
Stay away from them. Don't worry about the team. Don't worry about the marketing. I don't even mean the highest resource. Don't worry about them at all. And then adapt the first one, content, but context. If you get the context right, you have a home run, no matter what. In terms of attention, in terms of people knowing that you hit home. In the US media this week, they're talking about a media brand called the Free Press. A lady called, I thought it was a guy first, a lady called Barry Weiss. And she's created a brand that now is super highly valued. No one knows about it except in the US, in a certain sort of conservative, pro-Israel environment. And that's what she did. And it works because she got the content context right. We got Lovin Dubai right from day one, content and context. That's sort of, the first article is why Dubai needs Lovin Dubai. It was like, it was in the name. It just said it and we lived up to it. And when journalists said negative stuff about the city, we defended the city. We're like, you know nothing. We played to the crowds, you know? And SMASHI Business does the same thing. It's got content, but context. You know, people will say, you know, you're pro this, you're pro that. We're not. We just want heroes from here. We just want, like, why are they always Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos? Like, you know, like even if this region isn't the new Silicon Valley, in a contextual world, we can have people we know here. So it's the content and the context. And that's why SMASHI Business on Instagram has 24 million impressions in 30 days with like 2 journalists. Like it's not about team. And I hired the best journalists. I hired the best team. I went through all that. I had all the media partnerships, spent all the money on marketing. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Unless you have the context and the context, I call it the media lens. So you need to nail that. When I see new pages or new things launching, if that doesn't smell right, if the content and the context isn't there, good luck. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they bring in. It doesn't matter how much marketing they have. It doesn't matter how deep their pockets is. They don't stand a chance. They don't. And, if I'm giving away secrets here, or if they're listening, that's just the way it is. Because even with that knowledge, they'll still make mistakes. They'll still think it's the team, and they'll still think it's marketing. And I still think it's billboards to Shakespeare Road. They still think it's Facebook ads, and they hire more team, and more team is more opinions. And it's like, oh, we need to do this. We need to do this. Oh, we need shows. Oh, we're not as big as Lovin Dubai because we don't do that. Like, if you don't have the context and the content right, if you're not speaking to an idea, a theme, if you're not hitting something that hits, there's no reason for you to exist. And if there's no reason for you to exist, then you can't make money. Like you have no audience, so you have nothing to sell. You know, so again, like going back to an earlier question about like why there wasn't media in other parts, there was a lot of pan-Arab media from Dubai. There were publishers, media companies 15 years before us. Like Dubai Media City and Internet City are 2002 onwards, and we started in 2015. Time Out Dubai was 15 years before us, but Time Out Riyadh was 5 years after us, or 4 years after us. We started in 2017. So I think what we sort of did back then was we got into these countries early, and when we bought out of the license or whatever. But and again, because if I don't get the context or the content right, If my Lovin pages aren't not only saying that people are watching this movie, 500,000 Saudi nationals in 10 days, that will be 2 or 3 million. That's 10% of the whole country. That means 10% of the whole country are talking at night, at home, in the cafes about one topic. And if you don't know what that is, then it doesn't matter what team you have, doesn't matter what marketing you have, you're not relevant.